Sorry. Just had McDonald's fried chicken and not doing my throat well. Let's do a quick Q&A from Ming Leong. Hi Bobby, always a pleasure to hear a chain of thoughts. Just wondering about these cars that he's choosing. Mazda 3 sedan, high spec, high plus, brand new. So I think this car is about 160,000 ringgit. The sedan, it looks beautiful, like an Alfa Romeo 159. Of course, I personally prefer the hatchback. All right, and then the second choice would be a Mazda 6 2.2 diesel 2018. Oh, I love this facelift, man. This to me is I think it's prettier than the new one. Anyway, the third choice, 2016 BMW 330e. This should be cheaper. It should be about 140. Compared to the Mazda 6, a used one should be somewhere about 160. Yeah, 1.5-year-old, 160k. And then the Mazda 3 sedan, new, 160. The BMW 330e 2016 should be 140, about there. Audi A4, it doesn't say 1.8 or 2 liter, 2016. But if it is around this budget, it shouldn't be the Quattro full spec, the one with the tech pack and all that. That one should be pretty rare and should still be close to 200k because it's rare. Okay, let's go through the few options. So he's thinking all four. Pretty obvious that he wants a sedan, and his budget is about 150-160k. He can stretch to 160, and he don't mind exploring a used BMW or a used Audi. Now the thing is this, he isn't comparing a 3 Series and an Audi with, let's say, a Honda Civic or something. He's comparing against a Mazda 3, Mazda 6. So the advantage that you get from European car in terms of handling, ride quality, and with the new Mazdas, soundproofing, is all there. So basically, a lot of times people would consider a used European versus a standard Japanese C segment car or a D segment car is mainly because the European car drives better, rides, not rides, the handling, the ride quality, and of course the kind of sporty driving. But all these advantages that European car brands used to have is present in Mazdas. So that part of the advantage isn't that big of a difference here. Of course, the 3 Series is a rear-wheel drive car, alright, but it's a hybrid 330e, and then in terms of interior appointment, right, we used to say, oh, the funny thing is all four cars here, the one with the worst interior is the 3 Series, the 330e. In terms of fit and finish, use of material, it cannot be compared to the Audi A4, it cannot be compared to the new Mazda 3 or Mazda 6. Granted, Mazda 3 and Mazda 6, the front compartment of the car feels more luxurious, and then the rear compartment, or inside the boot, it feels like a Japanese car again. So Mazda tried their best. They tried to match up to the high quality standards of European cars, European premium cars, but from the rear passenger compartment to the boot compartment there, straight away it went back to the regular familiarity of Japanese mass market brands, especially the boot finishing and all that. Oh my god. My stupid MacBook. Which would I choose? Now, if the A4 is the the one with the middle spec one, the 190 horsepower 2-liter turbo. That one doesn't come with the LCD screen. There are no advanced specifications in that car. That car just comes with a beautiful Audi interior, well built, quiet, comfortable, but it comes with crap shit wheels. The wheels look ugly, but a lot of people will change their wheels. The seats are low spec seats. Those seats look cheaper than seats from a Honda Civic or whatever. I mean, all the other cars here, the seats look way better. Alright, that A4, the interior spec appointments aren't there, apart from the brand. But if it is the 190 horsepower 2-liter turbo, then yeah, performance is alright. But you don't get anything apart from your aircon and a standard stereo system. That's it. What else do you get? None. And in terms of design of the car, I prefer the B8 over the B9. The B9 is pretty, but it's pretty predictable as well. So would I pick that car if that's my budget? Well, granted. Okay. Let's have a more structured approach. Okay, I'm sorry. The A4 is quiet. It rides really well, but it's a 2016 car, so it's already 3.5 years old. So you might get some sound from the suspension and all that. I'm not sure. Depends on mileage. All right. They are very reliable now. You don't get any issues with these cars anymore. And literally no specs. Nothing. You get MMI. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, nothing much. But at least the highway cruising capabilities of this car is way better than, in terms of soundproofing and all that, is way better than the 3 Series. I would say the A4 should be the car with the best suspension here. It's very comfortable, very nice. Alright, so if you're going for the A4, press their price. Press it down more. Same goes with the 3 Series, alright? For me, it's like that for the A4 here. Now, the BMW 330e, assuming your car, the one that you pick, because there are thousands out there. There are thousands of 330es out there. Okay, out of these 4 that you let me choose, the car that will depreciate the fastest here will be the 330e. Put aside the Mazda 3 because it's a new car. New car, of course, will depreciate faster, alright? But in terms of Mazda 6, the A4 and the 330e, the 330e will depreciate the fastest, alright? Because of the sheer number of them out there. It's very high spec, alright? The 330e, you get the full iDrive system. You don't get all the advanced safety features as well, which in the Mazda and the Mazda 3 and Mazda 6 you have it, right? The 330e, but it's still a very sporty sedan to drive. The hybrid system, yes, there are annoying stuff where you open the door, the engine will shut off and things like that, but the power, you feel you're driving something more advanced, you know, with the car having the duality of driving in hybrid mode and all that, right? So you get that part of enjoyment. But of course, there's always this fear or unpredictability of a hybrid drivetrain. Again, hybrids are complicated. Hybrid cars are more complicated than electric cars, alright? In an electric car, it's very simple. You have a battery. The battery has wires connect to the electric motor, and then the electric motor just turns. That's it, right? You don't have all the crazy water cooling systems. You don't have all the gears, the flywheels, and all that. You don't have all those things. You just don't have all those things. But in a hybrid car, you have all the complicated mechanical stuffs of an internal combustion engine, plus batteries, electric motors and all that. You have all those kinds of things. All right. The one with the worst boot space here should be the 3 Series because of the hybrid battery. And interior build quality is really so-so. Soundproofing is really so-so. Soundproofing, the 3 Series definitely lose out to the Mazda 3 and Mazda 6. Interior space, the 3 Series of course, and the A4 is just behind the Mazda 6, right? Both of them are pretty spacious, pretty comfortable. The 330e suspension is fantastic. It's very, very comfortable. But again, it's just that unpredictability part with the hybrid. Alright, so yeah, but it's a good looking car. It's a good looking car. Okay, Mazda 6 2.2 diesel. This seems like the most obvious choice here. It is the largest car, very comfortable. The diesel engine is not the most efficient diesel engine out there, but it's definitely the cleanest, no smell, and it's very powerful, and it's fun to drive. The car looks beautiful. You get a lot more space than all the others here. And in terms of suspension, I don't think the Mazda 6 suspension is as comfortable or as robust as the 330e or A4. Meaning, let's say you're driving the car and then you meet an expansion joint, the A4 and the 330e would be really comfortable over it. Whereas the Mazda 6 is nice, okay, but it's just not as well damped, alright? And the Mazda 3, it will be the one with the worst suspension here. Rear seats, because of the torsion beam, it's just not comfortable. You'll be bopping around, alright? But the handling is fantastic. It's nice to drive, it's quiet, comfortable and all that. So I would say you are pretty good choices here. All four cars are great choices. It's just that the Mazda, like I said just now, the Mazda 3 is a new car, so you of course it's expensive compared to the others, right? And Mazda 6, you get Mazda 3 and Mazda 6, you get very high specs. You get the advanced eye active sense systems, and in the Mazda 6, you get that efficiency with the diesel engine, power as well. But in terms of enjoyment, diesel engines will never be as enjoyable as a petrol, right? When you pull the power and all that. So put aside reliability, the one where you pay this amount of money and the amount of tech that you get, of course, is the 330e. But in terms of ride, comfort, that feeling that, wow, I only paid this much for this, when you're sitting inside, that would be the A4. That would actually be the A4, because when you look at the dashboard, you touch everything, it just feels nice. Okay, it feels proper, premium luxury car. But don't look at your seat, your seat looks like crap. Again, for me, I cannot judge this fairly, because I would 100% go for the Mazda 3 hatchback. But I know my rear passengers will suffer, and for me, my thinking process, it won't be my only car. So if it is your only car, then for me, considering practicality as well, it will be the Mazda 6 or the A4. The A4 has that kind of ride. Yeah. For me, the 330e is actually a fantastic choice. It's just the unpredictability part of the hybrid system. It's like a hit and miss, Some people have issues, some people don't. If it is my only car, then the Mazda 3 is out, because the rear seats are not spacious enough. It's not comfortable. That's a hard choice. I'll go 1, 2, 3 then. Mazda 6-1, A42, 330E3, but 2 and 3 is very near. Alright, sorry I took too long to answer this question. That means I'm sincere. Alright. Oh, hi Bobby. I'm considering between the Velar and the F-Pace. And this is very easy to answer. See, the Velar, the Range Rover Velar, okay, to be precise, the Land Rover Range Rover Velar is based on the F-Pace, since both of them is one company now. And the funny thing is, even though these two are brother-sister companies, right, the funny thing is, Land Rover has a poorer reliability record than Jaguar, historically, okay, before the share platforms and all that, alright, historically. And the new generation Jaguars, they have crap interiors. Interior build is horrible. The design is horrible. It's just horrible. Okay, for a luxury car, it's just not up to par. Alright, but Land Rover has some of the best interiors in the business. They have some of the best interiors in the business. Okay, and in terms of design, when it comes to SUVs, nobody designed prettier SUVs than Land Rovers. Okay, not even Cullinan, not even Bentayga. To me, the epitome of the best SUV has to be the Range Rover, the big boy, right? And then there are no precedents whereby an SUV can be designed to be put alongside design icons like a 911, and to claim that basically it is the only SUV in existence that can be parked in a Concorde d'Elegance event, right? The Velar. The Velar is just so beautifully executed. I dropped my jaw when I saw the car. It's like, how did you design an SUV to look this good? Okay, so there's no question here. Get the Velar over the F-Pace. The Velar handles like the F-Pace because they are the same platform. It has a Land Rover interior. It has a Jaguar engine, which is more reliable than a Land Rover engine, right? And the interior is just immaculate. The exterior is immaculate. It's just beautiful. Alright? People who pay Macan price and not get the Velar really you should have gotten the Velar, you know. The Velar is just something else. Alright? So get the Velar, not the F-Pace. My problem with the F-Pace, of course, the interior build of modern Jaguars. The exterior looked good back when it first launched. Alright, 2 years down the road, you look at the F-Pace, oh, this design looks so tired. Because it looks like those generic, good-looking China, Korean, whatever cars. Right? It's just so generic, you know, that kind of standard headlamps, rear lamps, that kind of grille. The whole design is just, it's like the standard template for a sporty looking SUV. Yeah. So, Velar then. Hi Bobby. A 2015 Perodua Axia for 20. Are you serious? 22k cannot be, right? No way. He's talking mileage or what? Fuck me. 2015 Perodua Axia still selling for 25,000. No way I'm paying that kind of money for a 5-year-old Axia. No! 2015 Axia or 2012 Inspira. Get the Inspira. Get the Inspira. It is more spacious than the Axia. It has proper real seats, proper boot, quiet on the highway, handles fantastically. It is a larger car. It is a better engineered car. Don't even buy a new Axia, to be honest. I'm sorry. You could have gotten a used Myvi, right? What's wrong with a used Myvi? It's a proper car, right? It properly existed. Whereas the Axia is for people to drive Grab. Anyway, just get the Inspira, okay? Same price, range, get the Inspira, please. It is a way better car than the Axia, alright? My god. Aiyo, why are people paying these kind of prices? 5-year-old, 22,000, people still pay for it. Sorry, but the Inspira is a proper car. The Inspira is a better car than the Lancer. Alright? Proton did their work on the handling and all that. It's a proper car. Alright? Let's see. What are the questions? Recently not much car buying questions. Hi Bobby, can you please comment on the moratorium? Pros and cons and taking the moratorium. Take it. And for those people who pandai go and do chart, okay, if you take, this is how much. If you don't take, this is how much. Fuck you. Stupid ah. You think the banks are trying to trick you into earning more interest? Come on, man. Do I need to go here? They're giving you 6 months of not needing to pay for your installment. You only continue after that. I mean, if you are freaking rich, go ahead lah. But why go and try to confuse people by trying to find something to look smart and say, hey, don't think this is a good idea, actually, come on, there's no actually. No banks are trying to forego 6 months of cash flow by trying to earn 100 or 200 ringgit in interest. No, just take the moratorium. It's automatic one. Yeah, I mean, if you want to pay, by all means. If you have shit ton of money in your bank, you like to pay, it doesn't affect you. See, the thing is this thing was negotiated to allow us to have cash flow, right? In case you don't have cash flow. But if you have a lot of cash flow, then you just pay lah, because for you, nothing, right? So, yeah, there are no cons, just pros. Just use it, right? You don't earn anything out from paying off your bank earlier, because interest rates these days are 2-3%, right? Yeah. What's wrong with YouTube not loading the comments? Hi Bobby, why you keep going out during MCO? Many excuses to just go out and drive. I don't know, man, this kind of people. So if your wife asks you to go and buy something, and then you obediently, one person go out and buy it, and then you go home straight, so you are a good person. Then when you are at home, you saw Bobby Ang upload a video where Bobby Ang also go out alone in the car and do something just like you, and then you want to write something like this. I mean, if I don't know how to put this. Or should I upload a video of me sleeping and just let the video run? I mean, when I go out, I roll my camera, I drive. Some people like to see my car, some people like to see me driving. And you have smart pens like these, right? So you're the only person who is a good person here. Everyone else is not. Whatever. I mean, I go do my shit, I do my shit lah. After I do my stuff, I go home. So why should I be answerable to you? Anyway, you get all kinds of people online. Hi Bobby, I'm thinking of getting a used Q70. That's a fantastic car. Q70. Yeah, it's an old Infiniti M something, whatever. Let me check the prices. Curious, because this is a rare car, but the people who own these cars are not car guys. So if they finish paying off the car, they'll just 2016 110k. Just now the guy who is looking at Mazda 6 A4 3 Series, get this, Infiniti Q70 110k. It's a beautiful big car, luxurious. Yeah, 2.5, not a lot of power, but it's rear wheel drive. It's a fantastically appointed car. Yes, for the other guy who's just asking me this question, Q70, you have good taste, bro. You have a good eye. This car is definitely worth buying. The wood materials in there are real. It's a proper Japanese luxury car. Right, it's not about the technology, it's not about the screen, but it's about that Japanese. You know, Japanese, when they want to make a luxury car, it's built differently. All right, it's comfortable, it's reliable. Japanese. Yeah, get it, man. It's a special car. When you drive your car out, it's rare, and when you want to sell it, you dictate the price. You can buy it for 110k now, and then it's off the market. And then you can just put up your car again and put it at 200k. Who knows? You call the shots. Fantastic choice. Alright? Hi Bobby. Which is better for the long run? C200, 330i, or S60 T8? Can you suggest for a pensioner? Actually, if you're a pensioner, you wanna keep it even after the loan. Oh, he wants to keep it even after the loan. That means it's like, now of all three, the most comfortable one is the Volvo S60 T8. Very, very comfortable. All right. The best soundproofing here is probably the 330i and the Volvo. But the 330i for a pensioner, from a standpoint of comfort, if it is for comfort, then the 330i is out already, because the 330i comes with those M Sport suspension. And too stressed this question. I'm not smoking. This is electronic ionized vaporizer, blah blah. Okay, we're all adults here, huh? Don't give me all those stupid comments. Oh, Bobby, you should set an example. Blah blah blah. Walao. Okay, 330i is fantastic, but it's not comfortable. It's very, very sporty. It's almost overtly sporty. Okay, and it's if the suspension is adaptive, then it will be a good choice. So Warranty coverage if the owner decides to keep the car until the loan ends. Yeah, yes. If let's say if you take a 8-year loan for your S60 T8, you're wondering about the battery warranty. The battery warranty extends more than the standard 5-year warranty for the car. So if you're talking about comfort, power, tech, ease of driving, whether the warranty for the battery covers until the loan ends, yes, the Volvo. Yeah, C200. Yeah, it has been updated. It's pretty comfortable. It's pretty powerful. The suspension has been improved, but it's a far in terms of refinement is far off the new generation 3 Series and the Volvo S60. I mean the C class, the C200 soundproofing is poorer than the Mazda 3. Can you imagine that? Right? Very poor soundproofing for a premium car, and you don't get a proper seating position. It's beautiful, yes. Interior, exterior, it's beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, the Volvo S60. But if you want a car that you can drive for a long period of time, get a Lexus. If you want reliability, comfort, absolute dependability, it has to be a Lexus. All right, for long term. Okay. What other questions? I used to smoke, so I stopped that. All right, and I've tried vaping. Vaping, I'm worried with the juice, but this one I'm more comfortable with the Japanese technology of using heat and not fire, no tar, no. It's not. The comments are not loading. Hi Bobby, I like your fridge. Oh yeah, my fridge is. Should I do the review on some of my electronic appliances? Yeah, maybe I should. My Hitachi fridge, yeah, I like it. It's fantastic. It's built in Japan, and I'm lucky when I bought it. I bought it for 7,000. Then I look at the price now; it's 15. Um, yeah, the comments are not loading. Sorry for that, guys. Um, oh dear, the connection. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Can an RS6 do that? So I posted a picture of me doing donuts in my 6 Series, and this guy asked whether my RS6 can do that or not. I did that on my S4 once on a beach. So I switch off the traction control, I full lock my steering wheel, I whack the throttle, and then my car just goes like that. Yeah. So RS6, I don't know. I don't know. That one is my wife's car, so. Hi Bobby, I'm considering an S5 B8.5. B8.5 means the facelifted S5. Do you think if I drive it like an uncle driving a Camry, I can save fuel consumption? No. It is a 6-cylinder car. It is a high performance 6-cylinder supercharged car. Now, let me explain. If it is a turbocharged car, you might be able to save fuel when you're not whacking the car. But if it is a supercharger, no, because supercharger is a turbine that doesn't use your exhaust gas. It uses belts that are connected to your flywheel. So it is a leech that leeches power off your engine, whether you like it or not. The benefits of it is that it gives you immediate boost. There's no lag, right? You get immediate power, but the disadvantage will be engine leaching. So it's leaching power off your engine, and you won't save fuel from it. Okay. Now another thing is, what do people mean by saving fuel? Is it for the environment or is it for your wallet? 99% of the time is for your wallet. So if it is for your wallet, then it means saving money. So if your goal is to save money, then you should just buy the cheapest used car, right? But granted, it's an innocent question, okay? No, it won't save you fuel like a Camry. A Camry, if you're driven frugally, is pretty fuel saving. It's a 4-cylinder engine car. It's not super highly tuned. See, the thing I like about Toyota is that when they make their cars, right, they think about you, how you're gonna use it 95% of the time, right? Yes, when you sell a car, it helps you to sell when you strain the engine to squeeze out more power so that you can print that power on paper to sell your car, right? You can add that into your car, and then 9 gears, 10 gears, 11 gears, 12 gears, or dual clutch, blah blah, just to be able to sell your car, or make some really high-tech small displacement engine, and then you add a turbo, and then you tell people it's only 1.5 or 1.6, but then you push out so much power, blah 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 blah. Toyota doesn't believe in all this nonsense, because you are reducing reliability when you're straining your engine, and just for your brochure to be able to sell your car. The way Toyota thinks is for you on day-to-day usage. Alright, so the ideology is different. Alright, and the S5 is a high performance family car. So you get the enjoyment, you get the power, but no, it's not gonna save you fuel. So go and buy the S5, enjoy the car. It's a fantastic car, fantastic value now as well. 100-ish thousand. Oh, just not a guy who is asking. Yeah, the S5 is, and the S5 is reliable. Reliable not in the Camry. Camry is here, reliability, right? European cars are here, but the S5 is alright. Is one of the most reliable Audis, but of course, S5B 8.5 is already 4, 5, 6 years old now, so the reliability is largely dependent on the previous owner. Okay, get the car, it's fantastic. Alright, hi Bobby, I bought the wrong car. Oh, well, he mentioned it's not a bad car. He bought an Iris. It's not about whether the Iris is a bad choice or not. It's just that right after he bought the Iris, he kept looking at an A4 and a 3 Series. So I mean, if it's your first time watching this video, I've said this a few times. It's your brain versus your heart. If your brain says, oh, maybe I should go for this, your brain sends you fear. Your heart sends you hope. Alright? That's how humans work. Our heart gives us hope, wants us to go for something. You feel like you want to do something, but your brain will send you fear to stop you from doing it, because your brain fears that you might fail, you might do something wrong. Yes, dear? Daddy is doing video. Daddy 在 record video. Okay? So always follow your heart instead of your brain, because your heart makes the right decision that you won't regret later on. Alright, so no choice, you gotta finish paying off your car, and then wait until the 6th or 7th year, your used car value might be above your bank loan or Yeah. Just pay it off, leave the car there, and then get another car later on. Alright? And sorry, my daughter came in. Okay, what other questions should I answer? Hi Bobby, would you recommend a new Saga for a first time buyer like me? My current car is a second-hand Kia. What epic spelling, man! Sekenhen. Second-hand. Wow, I learned a new short form. Second-hand car I bought 5 years ago. The thing is this: if you really want to buy a new car, just for the sake of buying a new car, then I can't stop you, right? But ask your heart, because when you buy a car, it's not just about whether it's a new car so that you get the after sales service, blah blah blah. It's also about that feeling of satisfaction that you will feel when you wake up in the morning, walk up to your car, and then you're like, wow, that's my car. And then next month, let's say you pay your car the 25th of every month, right? When you first collected your car back, of course you are happy. Second month, on the 25th, when you need to pay for your car, you look at the car again. Is this something that you aspire to? And then the third month, the fourth month, and there's 60 months at least, or 72. So I always, let's say cars that are mass market cars, alright, cars that are below 80,000, I always recommend people to buy used. I'm serious. Alright, so if you're talking about a Saga, it should be about 40 over 1,000. 40 over 1,000, let's see what you can get. Alright, I think you can get a used Honda City. Yeah. Alright, let's go and have a look. 2016 Honda City. 45,000. See what I meant just now with the Axia? A new Axia is 40 grand. 5-year-old Axia is 25. It's not worth it, because a Honda City, which is 80 over 1,000, 5 years later is 45. So if you're looking at buying a new Saga, consider a 2016 Honda City. Yeah. Yeah. 2016, what else? Let's have a look. Hyundai. Because of their crap resale value, then you can get a Hyundai Sonata, bro. Sonata. But it's 58,000. It's not 40 over, but offering 50 grand. But of course the Sonata looks pretty uncle, huh? You look like you're driving your father's car. What other cars? 2016 Toyota Corolla, 60 plus. Yeah, Corolla, they hold their value. Civic holds their value even better. Oof. Honda Civic. Wow. 2016 Honda Civic is 80 to 90,000, whereas the Corolla is 60 plus. Honda Civic is still the resale value king, man. 2016 Volkswagen. Let's see what we get. $50K, you can get a Passat. The 2016 Passat for 50 grand. Mind blown. Of course, if you're worried with a Volkswagen, then of course not. But you can get a Passat. Okay. If you want to go for a Polo, it's a very legit choice. It's pretty reliable. I mean, compared to a Saga. I mean, the new Saga is not bad, seriously, but I'm just talking about. I'm just thinking about your second year. You know, you still have another 3 years to go. How would you feel by the second year, where the excitement of a new car has weaned off? Do you still look forward every day when you look at your car? After you lock your car, do you look back at your car? That feeling is very important to keep someone happy when they own their car. All right. So again, if you want a day-to-day runabout, you know, low maintenance and all that, just buy a used Myvi, a used Saga, a used Persona, perfectly. Or yeah, why don't you go for a Persona? 2016 Proton Persona. Oh my god, 16 grand, 16, 19. But that's the old Persona lah, huh? Okay, no lah. 2000. Bro, your budget, you can get the Accord Dana, 40,000, the Proton Perdana, 2 liter, which is actually a Honda Accord. Why not? Why not? Seriously. Yeah, man. A lot of choices. 40 over. Don't look down on your budget. 40 over 1,000 budget, right? You can buy a lot of fantastic used cars that are 2-3 years old. They used to cost a lot more, and yeah, don't look down on your budget, man. All right. But if you really want a new car, by all means, go ahead. All right. At least the Saga is a better car than the Axia. Okay. This is getting long, huh? Hi, Bobby. A used MK7 GTI or Golf R? What kind of question is this? Of course, the Golf R. If both are MK7, right? Hi, Bobby. Should I buy a used MK6R? You should buy a used GTI R or anything, alright? Just buy it. I mean, these are fantastic cars. Yes, you might run into some Volkswagen issues, but I reckon their high performance range are more reliable than their normal range. Alright? Hi Bobby, CLS 350 or 640 Grand Coupe? Now, of course, I'm a 640 owner. I can give you 1,000 reasons to pick the BMW 640, but I also really like the design of the Mercedes CLS. I think the CLS design is surprisingly modern even until today when you look at the car. Okay, whereas the 640 Grand Coupe, it aged a bit, mainly because of the headlamp and tail lamp design. The clusters inside, the stuffs inside it, it's not modern enough. Whereas the Mercedes one is very bling, so that it looks really modern. Alright? Now, the problem with the CLS, that era, Mercedes-Benz in that era, the 2012, 13, 14 era, they have a totally wrong engine strategy. See, Audi was the first European premium brand to downsize their engine, right? They have been doing 1.8 turbo, 2 liter turbo, and then they were the first one who got the strategy correct. So if you remember, 10 years ago, Audi already got their strategy correct. They have a 1.4 from Volkswagen, they have a 2 liter turbo, 3 liter turbo, 4 liter turbo, that's it. Alright, so the flexibility by tune allows them to have a 2 liter high power, low power, 3 liter turbo, high power, low power, and a 4 liter turbo, high power, low power, and it covers the range. That era is also that era, the era whereby BMW is catching up. BMW first came out with a 3 liter twin turbo, right? And then they have the 4.4 twin turbo. Then only later they have the 2 liter twin charge or twin scroll turbo or whatever, twin power turbo they call it. Alright, so BMW caught up with their 2 liter, 3 liter, 4 liter strategy, even though it's a 4.4. That era, Mercedes is just everywhere. They are everywhere. They still have their 200 compressor engine. They have their 1. In their SLK, and then they have their 1.8 CGI, which has a 200 and a 250. Both are 1.8. And then from that 1.8, there's nothing in between, all the way to 3.5 NA. It's a totally wrong, fucked up engine strategy. Alright. They also have the 3 liter non-direct injection engine in the S-Class. That S300 from 2000, was it 2012 or 11? That car can't even go when you put your foot down on the throttle. The car was so slow. That's a freaking slow car. Alright. So the CLS 350 is a lovely 3.5 V6, but making 270 horsepower from a 3.5 liter road tax? No. So 640 Grand Coupe is beautiful. It has a 3 liter single turbo but twin scroll single turbo N55 engine. The one that I have, very reliable engine, very comfortable, frugal as well. And 3 liter road tax is 2,000 ringgit, which is not crazy compared to 3.5, which should be close to 4,000 ringgit. Alright, so get the 640 Grand Coupe, but I would love the CLS as well. It's just that that engine just doesn't make sense in today's world. 3.5 V6 NA. Too big, too low horsepower. Alright. Hi Bobby, I'm actually looking to change my 2015 CR-V to a 2005 3.5 liter Toyota Crown. Go for the Crown. Now the Toyota Crown is a JDM luxury car. Alright. It sits just below, in Toyota, it sits just below, they don't make the Celsior anymore. Below the Century is the Crown. Anyway, I have the 2005 Crown, but mine is a 2.5 liter V6. The one that he's asking is a 3.5 liter. See, this is the head over heart thing again, okay? He has the 2.4 liter CR-V, and he's thinking of the, definitely in terms of interior finishing and the ride quality, the 2015 CR-V will never be able to compare to the 2005 Toyota Crown. They start differently, meaning one started off as a budget car. The 2015 CR-V, right, you lift the rear seats, right, the carpets are stapled. Alright, so the Crown definitely is, you know, Japanese, when they do their luxury cars, they are just different. They use their best Takumis and all that, so it's a fantastic car. Real wood, you know, the interior and all that. It's just, and then the aircon does that. The oscillating aircons. Go for the Crown, but you have to be prepared for this. Okay, you have to be prepared for this. JDM cars, very, 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 very difficult to get parts. It's not impossible. We have an Evo Club member. Okay, wrong way to answer. If you're looking for used parts, it's very difficult to get. But if you want to order one, very simple. Just come and we'll link it to our good friend, Evo Club member, my reader, my viewer, and then he joined Enduro and then we became friends. He runs JDM Auto Link. He can get you any parts from Japan, so no issues. And if it is an exterior part that you need, a bumper or a headlamp or a grille, you don't even need to go to him. You just go to Taobao, because the 2005, because Toyota Crown sells in shiploads in China, and you can buy a shit ton of accessories and exterior stuff. Why I say exterior? Only because China is left-hand drive market. Alright. So yeah, get the crown and get your exterior parts from China. If it's engine components and all that, drop us a message. All right, I'll link you up with my friend Eugene. Eugene drives an S2000. All right. So is it a bit too long already? Okay, let's cut it off. It's a bit too long for today's Q&A. Drop me more questions if you need help in answering, or you just want to listen to me babbling nonsense. All right. Cheers, guys. And again, just want to say this. I don't pretend to be a nice person in front of my camera. All right. There's no point pretending to be just to act, you know, and then point fingers at people. We don't do that here. I don't do that here. You know, I treat my audience as adults. I hope you guys treat me as an adult as well. There's mutual respect here. All right. If you saw me going out during MCO, you should immediately know someone like me is doing something I need to do. I mean, if my wife tells me we ran out of milk powder, what? I'm gonna message you and tell me, guys, I'm going out now, but actually I'm going out for milk powder. Fuck lah, I don't do that stuff, okay? I expect all of us to respect each other, alright? Don't pretend to be someone of a higher moral ground and come and babble nonsense, and when I shoot you back and then you're not happy, you brand your stupid criticism as constructive comments. No, there's no such thing as one way, my way or highway. There's no such thing, right? Okay, so yeah, sorry for that, and cheers. I hope I helped in some of these Q&As. Again, if you have questions... Oh, sorry, I just spotted one. Hi Bobby, I'm planning to buy a used 308 GTI. I have no idea where I should send for inspection now. Just come to us for inspection. That's what we do. GTI. Good choice. Alright. Cheers, guys. If you look through my channel, I have more than 1,000 car reviews in 3 years. If you like what you see, just come back more often. Or subscribe. Cheers. Bye.